So with the recent episode of episode 3, which is now this is episode 4, there are some things I definitely do want to address in regards to episode 3, which I did which I did address some things in episode 3, but I want to repeat myself in this episode 4. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I think it's going to be pretty long. Um, I'm hoping it's not going to be very, very long, but I definitely do want to say some things in there first. I really like the fact that Liana is asking for everyone's names, and so they won't be forgotten. And she was having a conversation with Shin, and that's basically what she was doing. She was asking all the people's names and stuff like that, who have may passed away or something like that or something. So I really don't know. It also makes me think that is there more humans over on the other side or something like that. Usually those people usually those people they don't even care. They don't even care about the Republic, and I'm still kind of conflicted. Like, are they really actually human beings, or they're just basically like a new genetic human beings or something like that? Which I really don't know. I have no idea. That's still what I'm still curious about. About what happens with that. But I also do understand that when you're out there in the military, you're giving your all. You're supposed to protect your comrades. That's what you're supposed to do. You have this general who is responsible for you to make sure you're doing your duty, make sure you're alive and stuff like that. And because if you got someone who died in your platoon, it feels like that general, that captain or lieutenant is responsible for you, and that that's what I think. That's pretty much what I think. Because it's just that Liana is just basically she's in control of her own squadron, and that's basically what she's in control of her own squad members, and make sure they do what they need to do. To be honest with you, I think Liana made a very bad mistake by going through what that map and stuff like that. Besides, the map doesn't look like it's really the map that we all thought it was going to be. But even though that map has changed really a whole lot, but it has not changed into the current of of the atmosphere or so no the fields on the field. That's what I think. And maybe she got a different map or something like that. But basically, she was just using that map just as for a reference, just to help them out. But however, like I said before, that was a big mistake on her part, And now she's bearing the guilt right behind her is that she, like I said before, that she made a mistake, and she did make a mistake. But I still think it was wrong for the guy. He has like blonde hair or something. I think his name is Neil or something like that. I think so. I'm not really so sure. And you could just tell like he's so frustrated, he's so angry, he's so mad. It's just like he just bullied like Leon. I understand that he's angry and mad that he lost a fellow comrade who he cares about, like as a friend and some of that. I understand that. I really do. And that's really is very sad. My father, I mean, he's in the military. He's not in the military anymore, but he's retired. He's went in the Navy. He knows all his fellow squadrons. He was basically a coordinator. Basically, he was a teacher on the ship. Putting fuel on the ships and stuff like that. And it's a hard task to do. To keep up with your own members and stuff like that, and just to make sure that nobody does not get killed. But Liana failed to do that. I'm not saying she's a failure. I'm just saying that she probably didn't know what was going to happen because she was going based upon her instincts by recording what the map was basically telling her what she should do. And like I said before, I understand. Whatever his name is, Neo or something like that. I'm gonna call him Neo. I understand that he's angry. He's upset. He just thinks that it was wrong. But I think he pushed it way too far, just by what he was saying like that. He just went way too far. And I know some of them probably don't want to talk to her because she's a princess or she's a princess. That's basically all she's being. And I remember she was having her talk with the general. Basically, the general was not upset with her. He was not mad at her because she made a decision basically that basically what she wanted to do. Even though she did, but even though I will say is this, that she's basically in control of her own squadron, and she has to make sure that they're doing this mission right, that they're doing this mission right. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna have people that are gonna die, that are gonna live, that are gonna move on, or that might be disabled, like lost their legs or their arms or whatever it may be. This war is a very cruel thing in reality. War has been going on for many years. I don't know how long, but it's been going on for I don't know what to say, for years. To be honest with you, I don't like war. My dad was in war one time, when he was in the Navy, and he was, it's hard. I mean, it's just, we don't, just basically like you get a phone call from somebody from Washington D.C. and tell you, say, we're sorry, you lost your husband, he has died, and or it's just maybe just like, oh yeah, we're sorry, you lost your son or your daughter, and it's just based on the videos. If you search up some of the videos, tribute to the tribute, to the American people, not to the American people, but to the American military, the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, whatever maybe it is, or something like that. It's sad. It's very, very sad. It's also very, very extremely sad that the person has to break bad news to that person, either the mother, the father, or the wife, or the kids, and so on. It's really very, very sad. It's just really is. But this episode really hit me very, very hard. It really actually is. It's just like I'm getting kind of a little emotional right here, because I mean it's sad. It's very, very sad. I mean, you don't expect people to live on forever. I mean, we all have our time. We all die and stuff like that. When our time's up, you just never know, and stuff. And yeah, and I remember one of the guys was saying, like, I was glad that he said that he apologized, about the incident, based on what's happening, because when Neo took it way too far, it's just really, he really did. That's just how I think he just and that's just how I think he is. But even though I will say again, that's his own opinions. He has every right to be upset, but does he have the right to take things way too far? He took things way too far. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And it's just I love this episode. I really do. Hopefully, she can learn from her mistakes and make sure that nobody doesn't die, and stuff like that. So yeah, and there's a lot of answers I really do want to answer for myself. What's going to happen? What's going to happen and stuff. To be honest with you, just by this first core of the season, of this anime, which is their second core still ongoing right now. Based on this episode 4, I'm on episode 4. I think there's like 12 or 13 episodes. I think. Let me check for a second. Oh, there are 11 episodes. Okay, so I thought there was 12. Okay, so just 11 episodes. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. Pretty much all I gotta say here is that, I feel really bad, Liana. I think Liana did the right thing. That she apologized. That she said she was sorry, and that's basically what she did. Some of the others were saying they're sorry, also as well too. And they all have to communicate. And stuff like that. It's not just because that she's royalty and she's been treated so special with all these different things and stuff like that she gets and stuff like that. She's not special. I even liked the one part that her best friend, that she was having to talk with her best friend, like about pudding. Liana would not eat the pudding because she just feels she doesn't want to eat it. She just wants it. It's not very common for somebody to get pudding, just get treated to pudding. We all have to learn. We all have to move on from our mistakes and stuff like that. Even with me, even with you, even for every single one of us, we all have to learn from our mistakes and stuff. So yeah, and that's all I got. Pretty much all I can say. But yeah, but this episode 4, just really hits me very, very hard. But I really hope for the best for Liana and basically her crew members, that they can move on and just forget about what happens, stuff like that. But that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to move on. But that's hard to forget what's basically what happened. But not, I just basically I want to say this, that every person that goes in the military or whatever it maybe is, that you basically get some kind of stress on you that you go through basically what you're seeing all around you. And there's people that struggle with this about with the battle that goes on through in their minds. That means they have PTSD, and it's just I don't think anybody should never took way too far and just say like, oh yeah, what did you do in the war and stuff like that. Usually, some people don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because the reason why they don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because they don't want to go through the horror of basically like having flashbacks, like basically what happened and stuff like that. So I mean, PTSD just doesn't happen just like that. I mean, PTSD just happens because when you're, I guess you're getting old or something like that. I'm assuming so, or it can happen almost anyway. It just matters of the conflict that you're facing, something like that. But yeah, those are just my opinions. Those just like I said, those are just my opinions. But yeah, I hope definitely you guys definitely do understand. But to be honest with you, the episode really hit me hard. But it was definitely a very good episode. But yeah, but yeah, it was that's the end of this and review. It was just I know X. And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys want today. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up here on my YouTube video. Um, hit the notification button also well too. And please leave your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think about the episode 4. But yeah, it was just I know X. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys want one for today. Take care. God bless. Remember, just love you. I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.